Hey, I'm the MMA loser, and welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to talk about the fight that took place at Vegas between top bantamweight contenders Song Yandong and Ricky Simon. This was a really competitive fight. Round one was a close fight between Song and Ricky, which Ricky kind of dominated towards the end of the first round. But from second round onwards, Song Yadong found his mark. He found his pace. He started seeing the mark and he started landing more punches on Ricky. And the leg kicks from Song Yadong were a thing of beauty today. And overall, a really great fight at bantamweight. And Yadong definitely managed to find the range, and his takedown defense was on point. Ricky Simon was not really able to do anything with the few takedowns that he landed. I think it was in the end of round one when he landed a takedown. He at the end within like the last 10, 20, or maybe last 20 or 30 seconds. But Song managed to even in that moment, Song was able to throw a few punches off his back. So the whole fight was really good. The bantamweight division is always stacked. I think Song is ranked number 8. After this win, he will probably move up to number 7. And he has also called out Chito Vera and Sean O'Malley, both of them. I think he might get a fight with Chito next because Chito and he fought previously, and they fought at featherweight, in which Song Yadong was victorious. He won by unanimous decision or a split decision. I'm not sure. I think it was unanimous decision. So he, in his post-fight interview, say that he wants to fight with Chito again. Now the UFC might give him a fight with Sean O'Malley. I do not think that UFC is going to give Song Yadong a fight against Sean O'Malley because they're trying to save Sean O'Malley. I think Sean O'Malley is going to wait for the title shot, and that's good. If he waits for the title shot, not a big deal. Now let's talk about this fight a little bit. What happened in this fight before I go talking about the other fights at bantamweight that can take place that has the potential opponents of Song Yadong and Ricky Simon in their future. So let me do a little bit of finding. I'll have to find the real good article. Song was definitely the more active fighter in all the 3-4 rounds, and I think it was at round 5, 1 minute 10 seconds. So 1 minute 10 seconds of the fifth round, Song Yadong found that left hand and he did not really knock out Ricky Simon out cold like Uriah Faber did, but he was able to knock him down and finish him on the ground. And Ricky Simon, I think, protested a little bit, but again, that is what you do as a fighter. But this was a clear win, a clear dominant win for Song Yadong. It just showed his fight IQ, it showed his patience, and it also shows his ability to hunt for the finish even after knowing that he was winning round 2, 3, and 4. To go out at 5, to go out there in the 5th round and just find the win like that, to find a knockout, that really says something about him. And Ricky Simon is no slouch. He's really good. And Ricky Simon had his moments. He landed a few good shots on. Landed not a few. He actually landed a good number of good shots on Song Yadong. But Song was finding the mark easily. He was throwing more punches to the body, whereas he was pressuring Ricky. He was at Ricky's face. Ricky was landing the jab really well, but it was, I think, the power difference of Song that was really making the difference. Song was not really respecting Ricky's punches because Ricky was trying to throw the jab, go for a takedown, throw the jab, go for a takedown. So Song was like not really phased by the shots that Ricky was landing. Whereas whatever whatever Song Yadong landed, it hurt Ricky Simon real bad. And Song Yadong was throwing things in the middle. He was throwing those knees. He was throwing those tip kicks. Even they were landing really good. Overall, a good performance. I would say overall a really good performance by Song Yadong. Take grappling wise, Yadong was on point. He got taken down a couple of times, but he got back up really easy. And Ricky Simon was not able to do any kind of damage uh, in the positions that he had on the ground. So I think those did not count. Those would not count that much. And I don't know if there is much to talk about this fight. You have to watch this fight to experience how fast these bantamweight fighters are. Again, speed, yes. When I talk about fast, Song Yadong was faster. Song Yadong did not really throw more punches, but whatever he threw, he kind of landed, and he was mixing it all up. He was landing on the, he was throwing punches to the body. He was throwing a lot of kicks, and he was landing on the head. He was landing on the head as well. He was finding the chin. So his striking is really, really good. And to another fact, Song Yadong is just 25 years old and he has had 26 fights by now. So can you imagine? He's super young and he's already has so much of experience. And his team, that is Team Alpha Male, they are really hopeful of him becoming a champion in future. And I think UFC is also backing on him being the first male Chinese UFC champion, which would be great if he becomes the first ever male champion from China. And right now, he's the only one who has that potential to do so. But I don't know, man. This was really good. This was a really good fight. What happens for Ricky Simon now? Let me just look at what he was at number 10, if I'm not mistaken. I think yes, Ricky Simon was at number 10, so he probably will drop to number 11, or maybe he will stay at the same ranking. Umar Nurmagomedov is at number 11. He is a big, big, big problem for everyone in the division. So, um, whatever happens, they both have really dangerous matchup, or I would say really exciting matchup in future because Ricky might end up fighting someone below him, whereas Song would fight definitely someone above him. Look, Dominic Cruz at number 7 does not make a lot of sense to me because like Dominic Cruz might be the best bantamweight of all time, but right now he's nowhere near the top 10 in my opinion. So he got knocked out by Vera real bad. So I think he should be down low. His ranking should be really, really low compared to all of these fighters. Pedro Munoz looked really good recently. So Song has called for Chito Vera, who is at number 5, and he has also called for Sean O'Malley, who is at number 2. So I think they might give Sean a match with Marlon Vera, maybe, maybe not, and maybe Sean. But some people were saying Song Yadong was going to fight against Peter Yan. That would be a good fight for Song as well to check how good he is, considering. I mean, also Song's last fight was against Corey Sandhagen, who recently beat Marlon Vera fairly easily. And Song Yadong in his fight with Corey Sandhagen had a really bad cut on his eyebrow, I believe, and that fight was ruled in favor of Corey Sandhagen by doctor stoppage. So overall, a lot of good fights in future. I mean, the bantamweight division is also always in fire. And more importantly, Triple C and Ultraman Starling are going to face each other next week, next Saturday. That would determine the course of the bantamweight division. That would also make bantamweight division more interesting because if Triple C manages to win against Ultraman Starling, then that would shake up the bantamweight division like really, really good because then Marav Davalishvili will probably make a claim, or he will probably go and claim a title fight if Triple C wins. On the other hand, if Aljo becomes the winner versus Triple C, Aljo manages to win against Triple C, then again, Barav Dvalishvili will not fight Aljamain Sterling, so that would be really, really boring. So if Aljamain Sterling wins this match against Henry Cejudo, then his next fight will be, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Sean O'Malley, because Sean O'Malley has been waiting for this fight for a long, long time. And considering he is number two right now, that would be really good as well. Overall, bantamweight division is on fire. I cannot wait for next week to for the fight between Henry Cejudo and Aljamain Sterling. Having said that, there is nothing more that I have to talk about. Ricky Simon and Song Yadong. It was a really good fight. Both the fighters fought their heart out. You guys can write me in the comments what you thought about this fight between Song Yadong and Ricky Simon. And if you enjoyed the video, then drop a like and share the video. And also, please subscribe to my channel. I have really few subscribers. Your subscription, you subscribing to this channel will definitely help me. And yes, peace out.